Thank you, Chairman. I was a member of the working group and I fully support the general thrust of this document. There are a few issues from my point of view which I think we need to be getting to address. I mean, the precinct itself is 1970s, 80s build, outdated, wants really lifting so as to encourage people to go there. The big issue that I have, and it comes back to what Councillor Cunningham spoke about on car parking on the previous one. I personally think that from my experience of going down to the precinct, is the car parking has changed quite considerably, the usage of that car parking since Lidl's opened. Lidl's car park obviously complied with whatever the planning criteria was, and I think it was probably even slightly higher than what the criteria was from my memory. But what people are finding when they go there, they cannot park, and they are parking in the precinct car park in Portchester and walking along, because I see them walking back. So I think that the use of the car park has changed, and it's something which we will have to possibly look at, and as the exec member said relating to the previous item, will have to be probably looked again, and I think we may have to on Portchester. The concerns which I have is that the heavy goods vehicles, and I know that we said can park over an evening. There is the loss of weekends because you couldn't allow them to park for the whole weekend because of the need for car parking, particularly on a Saturday. So I am concerned, and certainly a number of residents did make the point in their deputations or their comments about the loss of the lorry parking. I accept that we've changed the positioning from the original position of the heavy as well. It's £100 and something thousand. We need to use that money, we need to work with the county, and I would say we ought to be up front and say we've underspent £600,000 in the last financial year. We ought to say let's put some of that, a percentage of that money into a fund to start trying to actually lift the precinct in Portchester through the environmental improvements. And if we do that, that will show to the residents that we are mindful to actually take this forward. Because at the moment, it talks about looking at funding, it talks about we want to achieve this, but public are very suspect about it. It's nice words, it looks good, but they want to see some form of more of a commitment and action. So I would actually like to see us be bold enough to put something in there and say, yes, we will put some money in to actually do it. The main thing that and I accept is a very expensive item, I accept is the county's responsibility, is the two alleyways leading to the car park, to the precinct, and the precinct itself paving. Those are the three areas. And again, is that can we help work with the shop owners of putting in better covers over the side of the shops. There's a number of areas where we could actually lift it and make it much better. There's talk about the street furniture, there's the talk about changing that. There's a talk about taking the flower bed out at the, or not flower bed, the bush bed at the end where the old bank used to be, and improving that area. Some of those could be done fairly quickly, fairly cheaply, but we need to get on with it so as to show that there is an incentive. But the general thrust of the report I fully agree with and support.